Do you know whatever the deposits or whatever the money you are deposits in your bank is 100% secure? Do you know wherever and whichever bank you are deposits money, if the bank is going to face loss or if bank is going to close down, what will happen to your money? Do you know when you are taking a loan from a bank and you are unable to pay your EMI or on time, what will be the bank have to face and what will the bank recover from you? If you want to know all these things, watch the video till the end. So if you're thinking about a loans, so loans is nothing but it's basically an assets for a bank, right? So bank has to generate money through its loans. So from the money which is deposited by the public. So uh, how the bank is earning money, it's because it's providing the loans to the public, and the interest generated from the loans is the earning from the bank. Okay, so if the loans is not performing, if the loans is not generating interest, that is called a bad loan, and that is we call in finance term NPA, non-performing assets. As you know that the loan is an asset for a bank. When it is not perform, when it is not generated interest, that's called a non-performing assets. Okay, so if you want to think about non-performing assets, if you want also think about how the non-performing assets happen. Okay, so when a person going to a bank and take a loan from the bank, okay, and from a period of time when the EMI start or from the payment it start, you have to pay the amount of principal as well as interest. When he did not pay from certain period of time, from the time it starts to the 90 days, it become an NPA or non-performing assets. But as per the RBI guidelines, it has to divide in certain cases. Okay, then what will be the depositors when you deposit the money, because bank has to pay the loans from the deposits only. Okay, so as per RBI norms, as per RBI guidelines, there is an agency which act on behalf of RBI, that is called DICGC. So the what is the work of this agency? This agency is act to safeguard of your deposits, but up to 1 lakh. So that's called, it's provide an insurance all of your deposits up to 1 lakh. So beyond 1 lakh you have to face a loss in case. Okay, so if you want to ask me what is the meaning of DICGC, it is nothing but deposits insurance credit guarantee corporations. It's basically a subsidiary of Reserve Bank of India which providing insurance for your deposits. Okay, then go to 1 lakh. So then to come to the example of why the bank has created a lot of NPAs. Okay, so if you think about, for example, if you are a banker, if I am a banker and certain person come to us, there is a kind of person who have become a willful defaulter. Okay, if you and me take it from a loan from a bank, right, and after taking a loan and to purchase some bike, and once I bike or cars, once I purchase that car or bike, we think that okay, now I purchase some bike or car, let's do something, आज कुछ तूफानी करते हैं, right? Let's do not pay the loans to the bank. Okay, so what happen if the bank is not getting money from you, from EMI from you, then bank has to face the major loss. Okay, how it is possible? For example, if you are not paying the money from the day after your EMI starts and it became 90 days, that's become a NPA or a non-performing assets. So as per RBI guidelines, it has divided the NPA into different category. Okay, it is like assets, substandard assets and losses. Okay, if you think about on assets, okay, if you think about NPA, like if you, for example, if for example from the 90 days of your deadlines, so because today is the deadline, you have to start your EMI and you have not paid, that become an overdue. Okay, and after that, it from the day to the 90 days, if you are unable to pay the money, that become a that is become a assets. Okay, that's become an NPA. Okay, then again, if it is become, if it is from the 1 year from, and it become from the 90 days to the 3 years. Okay, if you are unable to pay, that is become a substandard assets. Okay, if it is 1 year, 2 years and 3 years unable to pay for a long time, that is substandard assets, and after that it become a losses for the bank. So bank has to keep certain number of provision and further substandard assets as per the RBI guidelines. Okay, and so do you think how it became how why it is the loans become an NPA? So there is a different kind of matters and different kind of situations where the bank has to face the NPA. I'll tell you on a willful defaulter. If you and me are taking loan a bank unable to pay, then become a willful defaulter. Then second is economic crisis. If you're thinking a lot of crisis happening in company, for example, now the lockdown is happened and more and companies getting shutting down because of the number of business operations, and for that they are unable to pay the money to the bank. So what will happen? Bank had to face the major losses because it has granted a lot of loans to the companies. Okay, then that is one thing. Then if you are thinking about the third one, it's basically like if you are taking loan, or if you are taking loan to giving loans to one of your friends, for example certain people. Okay, you have to inquire about all the details. Okay, for example, if you are you're taking giving out some unknown person, you have to put all that is. Bank had happened in order to generate money, it is not inquiring all the details to the public. So that's why it is granting a loans to the without hesitations, without giving. So in some time that people or that person is unable to pay the money to the bank, that's become a default and bank has to face losses. Okay, so that's the one thing. And the last one is, it's basically a friends and families. If you are giving your loans to somewhere you have vested interest, that become a willful defaulter, that become a bank has to face the bank has to face the losses. Okay, if you think about the recent cases of ICICI Bank and Videocon. ICICI Bank, the owner of ICICI Bank, Chandakochu, was given loans, and the ICICI Bank has given loans to the Videocon. Okay, though Chandakochu had a direct interest to the Videocon, but she had the indirect interest because her husband was working at Videocon. So they have given a loans to the Videocon, and Videocon unable to pay the loan in the time. That's why the ICICI Bank became facing the losses, and that's why the loan become a bad loans and become a NPA during a period of time. Okay, so this is the way that the bank has to bank has to pay the loans to the public, and it's become a default during the period of time when the public unable to pay to the loans. Okay, so now the question is, what are the things that makes bank in order to facing such situations, and what are the things what happens to the bank, what happens to the bank if you not giving that loan to that deposits to the public in time. So in the next video we'll see about what are the bank that facing the losses, and what is the conclusion of a bank if it is not providing loan to the if not providing its deposits to the return to the public because of its NPA. Okay, in the next video we'll see and we'll check. Thank you so much for your watching. Thank you. Bye bye.